Hi there, good morning. Quick announcement before we get into today's vlog. Busi and I, we created a second YouTube channel that will allow us to post some videos that are not so poker focused, and we have our first video up on that channel. We debated for a little while whether to just use this channel, make a second channel, post the videos on there. Ultimately, we decided on that second channel. So, if you like seeing stuff outside of the poker rooms, stuff around Vegas, you know, maybe some bars, restaurants, and who knows what else, check out that video down below. Give us some feedback, much appreciated. All right, roll the poker vlog.
You should hit the star. You should hit the star.
It's a new day. It's a new day for the meetup games here in Las Vegas. We found ourselves a brand spanking new location. Never before been on the vlog. The South Point Hotel, Casino, Spa, Pool, Suites, Rodeo, Bowling Alley, Barbershop, and Steak and Shake. All of that available to us, the amenities here at the South Point. And not only that, but we got 22 poker tables available in this poker room. The Westgate, it treated us super well. They were the first to embrace the vlog. They allowed the cameras in, they fully embraced it. They put the filming in progress sign out in front, and it was the first proper home for the meetup games here in Las Vegas. All of you maniacs coming to these games meant that we slightly outgrew that room. So, like I said, 22 tables available in this poker room. Makes it a lot easier to facilitate these games. And it's a good thing because there are currently 12 games going at the moment right now. 12 2-5 games going, and today is Tuesday, by the way. It's Tuesday evening. We got 12 games going, so just insanity over here. Games are underway. I played a couple of interesting hands so far. I managed to scoop the first double board bomb pot that I played over here. Had ace jack, jack high board on both boards. Both boards were jack high. Managed to outkick someone who also had a jack. So we scooped that one in. In another hand, there was 3 limpers, and I looked down at pocket 10s from the big blind. Punish the limpers, make it 35 to go, and see 2 calls. Flop ourselves an overpair on 9-8-3 Rainbow. I go ahead and bet $65, and we see 1 caller. Turns an offsuit king, I bet $115. My opponent calls again. The river is a 6. This time I check it since there could potentially be some draws out there, but I don't think even like a flop top pair or second pair type of a hand that I'm going to be able to get value from too often. So I check it over to him to see what happens, and he bets $250. We have some good blockers to a straight here. He should never have 5-7 here, and he should pretty rarely have a straight here, considering we have 2 10s in our hand. The problem with that is that we also double block Jack 10, which is the most obvious straight draw on that flop. So I'm not really too sure what to make of it, but you know, folding is pretty boring. So I tossed in the 250, and unfortunately he shows us king 8 of diamonds for a turn 2 pair. He gets there on the turn and gets some good value out of us. Usually the case. I'm usually available for some value on the river. Managed to win a small pot when I 3-bet king jack offsuit.
I have as well.
And c-bet on the flop and took it down.
Thank you.
Won another small pot with ace jack.
Thank you.
Won one more small pot with pocket 5s when we flop an overpair on 4-3-2.
Oh yeah.
Good board for those slots.
And that's all the interesting things that happened on the first table. I'm moving over, heading over to the second table now. Alright guys, this is going to be a first for the vlog, definitely a first for meetup games, and a first for me my entire life. I'm not getting too involved, I'm just capturing it here for the vlog. What's your name?
My name is Dan Trett. This
Dan.
is the prop bet with my boy Aaron also. Just a small one, but it's the winning that counts.
This is a shoe shot, or what do you call this?
A shoe bomb.
Shoe bomb, okay.
The shoe?
The bomb's going in the shoe.
and I'm gonna do this.
Oh man. All right, buddy. Go get him. Oh yeah. Oh, delicious. Shoe bomb, ladies and gentlemen. You did it.
50 bucks.
All right, just stepping away from the poker room right back here. Not too much to report at the moment. Got stuck early in these games and trying to claw my way back here in the meetup game. Ran into kind of a silly spot when the under the gun player raised it up to 20. I just decided to flat call with pocket jacks. You know, under the gun range should be a little bit snug, so just flat call here. Big blind calls as well. The flop comes 10-7-3 with 2 clubs, 1 spade. Initial razor bet's $35, only I call. Turn is another 7, backdoor spades. He bets again, this time for $75. Make the call again, pretty straightforward. River's another 10, offsuit 10, and this time he bets $125. I don't really love it, but there are some hands that we still beat, some value hands. If he decides to value bet pocket 9s, pocket 8s, he could bluff with some missed draws, obviously. Some ace high if he decides to bet that, maybe not, but pocket jacks under up my hand a little bit. The bet is reasonable size, so I toss in the call, and we're up against 10-9 offsuit. So much for that snug range under the gun thing. Maybe meetup game ranges not quite as snug as usual. Probably should have put in a 3-bet there pre-flop. Later on, there was a late position open at 15. I flat with pocket 10s in the small blind. Flop comes down queen, queen 7. I check call for $20. Turn is an ace, backdoor hearts. I check, he bets again, I believe $60, something like that. River is an offsuit king. I check, he checks back, I show it down, and it's somehow good on this board. A little bit later on, 4 limps, I raise ace jack offsuit on the button. Punish these limpers and make it $40 to go, and we see 2 callers. Flop comes queen, queen X once again, checks to me, I c-bet it, they both fold.
Hi, pal.
After that, small pot with pocket 4s. I raise it up. Flop comes to ace 3 deuce, check, check, turn, pairs the board. I go ahead and c-bet it, and he folds. So small pot there. Still stuck. I was stuck something like $700 or $800. Now only down about $250. So battling over here at the South Point. Guys, it's a wrap over here. It was a night of very sort of small-ish pots, and that was just sort of my night personally. I know that a lot of the other tables had a pretty reasonable amount of action. One gentleman cashed out to the tune of $6,100 from this meetup game. One of the tables turned into half no limit, half PLO, round by round, and that might have done it. I know they were doing double board PLO bomb pots, so that definitely contributed. But for me, the most interesting thing that happened was that we played another double board bomb pot in which I had ace jack suited. Yeah, king 6.
And burn 1 and turn 3.
And on the top board it came ace jack high, and on the second board it came queen 10 high. So top 2 pair on one board, a gutter to the nuts on the second board. I bet $150 into the pot, and everyone folded. Got into the game for $1,700, cash out of the game for $1,375. We lose $325, less than a 2-5 buy-in. Got off to a mostly bad start and grinded half of it back. Can't complain. Had an amazing turnout over here at the South Point. 12 tables of 2-5 no limit hold'em. There's an interesting stat. They had 11 tables of 2-5 running throughout the rest of Las Vegas. The entirety of Las Vegas had 11 2-5 tables going. Tonight over here at the South Point we had 12. Epic, pretty epic. Shout out to the South Point for getting it done. Great first experience over here at the South Point. They got it done. They got everyone into the game right away. First time over here at the South Point. Another first. Check out this pocket tee.